Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are diving into something that is absolutely changing the world as we know it. We're talking about how artificial intelligence is completely flipping the script on how we create new medicines, taking a process that's been famously slow and expensive and putting it into overdrive. So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why a new, life-saving drug can take more than a decade and literally billions of dollars to get from a lab to your local pharmacy? It's a huge, fundamental problem in medicine. The truth is, the old way of doing things has been a massive bottleneck. It's this long, slow, painstaking process, full of trial and error, tons of dead ends, and it's really held back the pace of medical progress for a long time. But what if you could just blast right through that bottleneck? Well, that is exactly where AI comes in. We are talking about a totally new era of speed and precision in biotech. Okay, get ready for this number because it's pretty wild. AI-powered platforms are delivering a 30% acceleration in what are called DMTA cycles. I mean, think about that. 30%. That is not a small tweak. That is a giant leap forward. So what on earth is a DMTA cycle? Well, it's basically the engine room of drug discovery. It stands for design, make, test, and analyze. It's this core loop that scientists go through again and again to create and check out potential new drugs. So speeding that up by nearly a third, that is a total game changer. And AI's impact isn't just in one place. It's making waves across the entire discovery process. We're going to look at three huge areas. First, just figuring out what to aim for. That's target identification. Second, perfecting the molecule, lead optimization. And third, actually building the tools for doctors, clinical app development. Okay, so let's start with that first step. Finding the right target is everything. You can think of AI here as like a super intelligent search engine for our own biology. It can predict how thousands of different proteins will interact, which lets scientists find brand new targets with incredible precision. It's like finding the perfect keyhole before you even start designing the key. Now, what's really important to understand here is how AI is being used. This isn't about replacing brilliant scientists. The old way relied a lot on intuition, educated guesses. The new way uses AI as a co-pilot. It gives these experts superpowers, predicting which paths are most likely to work and which are dead ends. So, we've seen how AI finds the target, but how do you actually turn that discovery into a real tool a doctor can use? Well, that's where something called the agentic pipeline comes in. It's a system designed to go from just an idea, from code, all the way to a clinical app super efficiently. And this isn't just chaos. It's a super structured, 8-stage development pipeline. Picture a high-tech assembly line. You have different AI agents, and each one is an expert at its specific job. They pass the project down the line from the initial idea all the way to the final product, with human experts checking in at key moments to make sure everything's on track. And here is a perfect real-world example of this thing at work: automated genomic interpretation. These AI systems can sift through massive, complex piles of genetic data and, almost instantly, create clear reports that tell doctors what they need to know. It's all about turning a sea of data into a single, actionable insight that could save a life. And this is where the speed just becomes hard to believe. They call it weekend speed prototyping, a really complex clinical app, something that would have taken a big team of engineers months to build, can now be prototyped in about 48 hours. Seriously, over a weekend. To put it bluntly, and this is a direct quote from the source, this system reduces development time from months to days. Let that sink in. We are not talking about a small improvement here. This is a complete reinvention of how quickly we can create new things in medicine. So we've seen the incredible technology and the mind-bending speed. But what does this all really mean? What's the real impact on all of us? Well, it's about building the future of medicine and building it way faster than we ever dreamed. So what does all this AI acceleration really boil down to? Well, it means we discover new medicines faster. It means we can cut down those huge R&D costs that make drugs so expensive. It means our best and brightest scientists can be way more productive. And it means we get these critical new tools into the hands of doctors in days, not years. And that just leaves us with one last really exciting thought. If you can now build a sophisticated app to analyze our own genetic code over a single weekend, what medical breakthrough is no longer a decade away, but is actually right around the corner? The possibilities are just staggering to think about.